CFR Network, CFR News. Good day, good night, all. Not too long risen, and as you do, you check the old headlines and the old socials, see what's going on in this plane of existence. And there seemed to be a lot of posts about Iran and protesters, especially female protesters. They're talking about 15,000 executions that are to take place based upon some of the things I was reading. And it was very disturbing, very, very disturbing. So the claims, as you can see from the headline, false claim about Iran protester executions go viral with the help from celebrities and indeed politicians. Now, I think everybody has been guilty of this, not with any malicious intent, but seeing something, being concerned, thinking, "Yep, I want to share this and get pub some eyes on this, some publicity on this kind of thing." So what was really disturbing was they were saying that they had the women protesters who were going to be executed. If they were virgins, this is disgusting and it's disturbing. If these female prisoners who were soon to be executed, they were virgins, then they were to be raped before their execution so they don't enter heaven. I'm not even going to get into the theological aspect of the mindset of the virginity and getting into heaven, etc. I'm not even going to get into that. I'm going to get into the media manipulation and the propaganda, which is, I mean, if you don't have eyes to see and ears to hear in the Gregorian age of 2022, then I'm sorry, you're just clearly one of the lemmings. You're one of those cells of batteries that make up those lithium batteries that go into the electric vehicles. You're just an energy source used for means of propaganda. So, Viola Davis and Justin Trudeau are among the people who shared a viral mistruth. And strangely enough, this is coming from NBC News. Hmm? Pause it right now. Open up another window. Google search Iran executions and see the headlines that come up. Mistruth about Iranian protesters in the past several days. We can see an image of chaos, clear chaos. People protest the death of a woman who was detained by moral police downtown Tehran, September the 21st. I did hear something about this, and I've heard very much conflicting news reports. It's come out um, as potentially misinformation that this woman was indeed detained and beaten to death. Morality police. So we know there's a different culture over there. There's Sharia law, etc. So, covering of oneself, head, etc. is required. Again, we're not going to get into that. But I read also other reports that she had underlying illnesses. I can't remember exactly what it is, but she was ill and she didn't actually die from being beaten to death. So, you know, we look at the historical um, implications and look at the history between America and Iran and the Western quote unquote powers, let's put it like that. And we can see that it's quite tumultuous to say the least. A false claim that Iran plans to execute thousands of people has gone viral in the wake of the first death sentence of a protester tried to demonstrate against the country's clerical rule over women's rights. An image has circulated widely on social media, falsely says 15,000 protesters have been sentenced to death. That claim is not true, but has been amplified by major public figures, including actors. Just, um, well, no, let's read it as it is. Viola Davis and Sophia Turner and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. So, as I've said multiple times, many times, the power that these beings and these people wield in entertainment, which includes the acting arts, the vocal arts, and indeed we have a Canadian Prime Minister sharing false information. What does that indeed mean? If he can share, let's just keep it on the politician, on the prime ministerial person here. If he can share false information about this, what else could this being do? Hmm? Representatives for Davis did not immediately respond to the request for a comment. Representatives for Turner declined to comment. Hmm? Wonder why that was. The claim gained the most attention on Instagram, and that's where I saw it, where the viral infographic claiming Iran sentences 15,000 protesters to death as a hard lesson for all the rebels was viewed more than 1 million times after celebrities with verified accounts. The post no longer appears on Davis's account now, but it's still up on Turner's as of Tuesday afternoon. There has been no evidence that 15,000 protesters have been sentenced to death. 2 protesters have indeed been sentenced to death as of Tuesday, although they can appeal, according to state news agencies. Now, here we go with the big tech censorship, which doesn't just relate to this, but if you can recall, the zombie apocalypse, and it's still going on. If you use different verbiage, then you will be censored. We cannot question things in the Gregorian age of 2022. We can't have a different opinion from the mainstream, apparently. This is the old 1984 George Orwellian you speak that we've got to get into, so get the book, download the audio book, however you need to consume said information, and you'll be thinking, this was made in 1948, and it seems to almost parallel the world in which we're living in today. Instagram has applied a false information warning to Turner's posts, noting the same information was reviewed by independent fact checkers in other posts. Strangely enough, I didn't see any of this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who this Turner character is. I don't follow them. But all of the posts I see, I didn't see any kind of warning on there. Maybe once this is out, it will start to appear, or the bots haven't, put in the work necessary to catch all of the accounts. On Twitter, however, the false claim continued to spread Tuesday without any warning about its inaccuracy. Trudeau tweeted Monday evening, Canada denounces Iran's regime's barbaric decision to impose the death penalty on nearly 15,000 protesters. I condemn Canada freezing people's bank accounts, supporting protesters. That's what I condemn. Yeah, I condemn that this this totalitarian, technocratic, demonic system that's been sort of overlaid on this plane of existence. Yeah. These brave Iranians were fighting for their human rights, and we continue to stand united in support of them and united against the regime's heinous actions. The post remained up for 11 hours and was shared thousands of times before it was deleted. Trudeau's office said in a statement that the post was informed by initial reporting that was incomplete and lacked the necessary context. Because of that, it has now been deleted. Other users have posted content and it remains up on Twitter, sharing the false information with no hmm, appended notes about the inaccuracy. Now we can read on, we can read on, we can read on, but again, overlay this on anything. Overlay this on people questioning this the cult of the climate change. Hmm. Overlay this if you're in the wilderness of North America onto the election, the most recent election taking place. Hmm. Study to show thyself approved. Each one teach 12. Like, comment, subscribe. I know y'all, some of y'all who are consuming this content based upon the analytics and not subscribing, you know. So I'm only a little small channel on the old YouTube. So indeed, subscribe, share. If you want to go that step further, Instagram. I would like some more numbers on the old CFR network page. Just get those numbers up. Let's go to the sponsor, Supreme of the UK. Have a look on there. It's hoodie season now. Get some quality premium merch and let's see what your thoughts are in the comments.